everybody, welcome to the Waldock Way. I'm Jessica, and today's video is going to be our spring homeschool favorites. So I've noticed in our homeschool that kind of every season or 2 to 3 months we tend to have a few favorites that are like reoccurring favorites. They're the things that get picked up the most, or the things we have enjoyed the most. So I decided this school year, and I'll probably continue it next year as well, to come on here at the end of every season and tell you what our favorites were from that season. So in case you missed it, I will link fall and winter up here so you can check our fall and winter favorites out. And without further ado, let's get started. If you know me at all, you know the first thing I'm going to show you is going to be games. So the first game favorite I have is the Pizza Party, and this is by Dicecapades. It's a 2-player game, although they do have a deluxe or a supreme or a party version. I'm not sure what the actual name of it is, but it does allow you to have more than 2 players. So you have these adorable little topping dice, and then what you're trying to do is you are racing the other player to match the dice to your pizza slice, and whoever completes an entire pizza first wins. So you're trying to make to complete 6 slices. This has been for months and months and months. Anytime I would tell Emily, let's play a quick game, or we only have 5 minutes, let's play a quick game, it was Spot It. She was obsessed with Spot It, and this has replaced Spot It. There's absolutely no setup. You don't have to deal the cards to anybody. It's actually even quicker than Spot It. So it has become her favorite. It's her go-to anytime I say, okay, we only have 5 minutes, pick a quick game. That's been it. The other game I have for you is actually a quick game as well, although it does have a tiny bit of setup, which is why it's not quite as quick as the Dicecapades, and it is a simply fun game. It is Marble Matrix. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Mancala, which is a game that we absolutely love. So what you are doing is you have all of these marbles on this board, and there's one empty spot, and so you can choose any kind of row to push, and you're trying to push all the marbles to where you will get a match, and then you move your matches over, and whoever has the most matches obviously wins. Now this game can be played with 2 to 4 players, which is one of the things I love, because Mancala is only a 2-player game and there's 3 of us in the family, so one of us always got left out. And I feel like this has the same kind of gameplay, logic, thinking setup as Mancala, but all 3 of us can play. So I love that about it. It is still a quick game. The setup's really not that hard. We just dump all the marbles out and then kind of like shake it, and they all fall into a place, and that's what we call random. So, but that has hands down been a favorite. Those 2 games we've played probably one of them every day for the past 2 months. The next thing I have is a book series, and it is the Magic School Bus Rides Again book series. Now it is I would say early chapter book, but it is just like the Magic School Bus show. So the kids kind of have like these adventures with Miss Frizzle, and it still has all those tiny little factoids within the book to give you, facts and nonfiction information. Now we actually have used these as together books, which I'm going to give you a little tip right now. If you have a reluctant reader who doesn't have the confidence to read, you should do this, because it has worked wonders. And what a together book means for us is it means that I read one page and she reads the other side. So like we pick a side. So I'm either left or right, and she's the opposite. And what I have found is it gives me the ability to stretch her past her confidence and comfort level to the point where I know she's really at. And really, she's still reading the same amount, but she feels more comfortable because mommy's sitting next to her. So normally if she would have read 1 chapter, we together read 2. So then technically divide that by half, she's still reading her whole chapter, but she just feels more confident in doing it, and she doesn't, isn't scared because I'm sitting right next to her. So that's my little tip, is to have a together or a shared book if you have a kind of reluctant reader who doesn't have the confidence to read what you know they could read. The next thing I have is a set of Wipe Clean books from Usborne. Now these Wipe Clean books are called the Usborne Key Skills. They come in a pack together. I believe they were $29.99, and there's 3 levels. So you have beginners, intermediate, and advanced. And it tells you on the Usborne site what's included. But there is a spelling book, a grammar and punctuation book, a subtraction book, and an adding book. And in true Usborne style, they are colorful and fun. And I think, personally, kids seem to be less intimidated to do white clean books. It's less permanent. You can erase it. They can change it. It's not, as scary. And she loves them. And there's some that she's done over and over and over because she loves them so much. So that's a score for me because that's math and English. The next thing I have is something else from Usborne, and it actually was kind of like a frivolous novelty purchase, and it was something I would not have normally bought, but I'm so glad I did. And it is the My First Keyboard book and the My First Xylophone book. Now there is a My First Drumming or Drums or Percussion book that I will own the next order I make because these are amazing. So the way it works is it has the song, and then it has these color dots that match the keyboard. So I will attempt, let me see here, to try to play a song for you guys. Let's see if I can do it. Something like that, but you get the point. And the xylophone one is set up the exact same way. And what I have found is pretty much every time we've had some downtime and she's had like alone or quiet time, I find her in the room with one of these playing them. And then what was so cute is she has an Alexa dot in her bedroom, and she would say, Alexa, can you play whatever song she had just finished playing, so she could hear like if she had got the rhythm right. And so as a homeschool mama, that was totally some sneaky music appreciation because she was listening to the songs and playing the songs and kind of listening for the rhythms and the tunes. So I absolutely love it. If you want to, sneak some music in there, these books are excellent. And I believe there's even the next level up in each of the different instruments as well. Okay, the next thing I have is actually a curriculum. I've never featured a curriculum in the favorites videos before. Although this is not your standard curriculum, so maybe that's why. And it is Grammar Galaxy. Now, if you have been around any length of time, you know that my daughter absolutely adores Life of Fred, which is a story-based math. She is an auditory learner, so anything that has a story to it that I read aloud is kind of like her cup of tea. And that is exactly what this is. So Grammar Galaxy has a chapter book that you read aloud, and then a mission manual for the kids. In case you want to see more, I will link a video up here where I have done a look through inside the Grammar Galaxy books. But this, hands down, has been amazing. I have found my daughter out and about in public, like we're standing in line waiting, and she's reading some odd sign. I'm like, why are you reading that sign? And she's like, Mom, I'm trying to save the galaxy. Which, if you go watch that movie or that video, you'll understand why. That's kind of the whole mission, is to save the galaxy. Anyway, she absolutely loves it, and I'm so happy that we have found a English, grammar, literature kind of program that works so well for her. All right, the last thing I have is a Homeschool Mama favorite, and it is Julie Bogart's The Brave Learner, along with the companion guide. Now, I read this in 2 days when I first received it because it is so amazing, and I'm about halfway through rereading it and doing it along with the companion guide because I couldn't be, troubled to slow down while I was reading it to do the companion guide the first time. So I absolutely love it, and I suggest it for almost all homeschool moms, even if you're not, necessarily doing the Brave Writer, curriculums. Hands down, this is one of my new favorite homeschool mama books. Next to Teaching from Rest is the other one I love. It's very, very high up there on my list, but I definitely suggest that it's a favorite. This will be my second time reading through it, and I foresee it being something I read through at least once every school year to kind of remind me why I'm doing what I'm doing and kind of how I want to be doing what I'm doing. Basically, as Julie would put it, to make sure I'm not doing school at home and I'm embracing home, the home parts of it. Anyway, those are my spring favorites. If you have something that's been a favorite in your homeschool for the spring, let me know down in the comments below because I would love to know. Maybe it's something I need to add to my homeschool.